telling you I didn't do anything. You have the wrong guy.
Oh, okay. So you just happened to randomly be hiding in a bush next to the store that got robbed?
I'm telling you, I'm homeless. All right, I had a tent set up there because it was in the shade.
And I bet if we searched that tent, we'd find the stolen watch and probably 10 other things that have gone missing in the area.
No, ma'am, you won't. Can you please just let me out of here?
Nice try. From the second I spotted you creeping around the crime scene, I knew it was you. Easiest arrest of my life.
What? How could you possibly tell that I was a thief just from seeing me look around?
Oh, please. People like you are all the same, looking for handouts and trying to take the easy way out rather than putting in the work to pulling yourself back up. It's honestly crazy that we haven't arrested all of you.
Nothing about my life is easy. And trust me, I am more than willing to work for my way if someone would just give me the chance.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Enough of your excuses. You can try all you want with this sob story tactic, but it's not gonna work on me.
Please, I'm not trying to convince you of anything but the truth. I really am homeless, and I really am innocent.
I have no sympathy for someone who's made so many poor decisions that they ruined their life. You did this to yourself, and I'm just here to bring out justice.
Justice? Who do you think you are? Do you think you're Batman or something?
Oh, so we're talking back now. You know what? If I were you, I would be a little less concerned with cracking jokes and a little bit more concerned with how you're gonna get a lawyer to represent you when you can't steal that from a store.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to crack jokes. And please, this is all just a huge, huge misunderstanding. I promise I can explain exactly where I was and what I was doing at the time of the crime.
Yeah, and guess what? I'm not gonna believe you. You know why? Because I trust my instincts, and they're telling me that you're a terrible person, desperate to do anything to continue his miserable life. Now come with me, we're gonna go see the chief of police, and you can talk to them. Come on!
Ow! All right!
Just
all right.
come on!
All right, so it says here you've been arrested once before at Glacier Park?
Yes, I was sleeping on one of the park benches and they arrested me for it.
Should have locked you up while we had the chance.
I'm sorry that happened. Have you been living around the city for a long time?
Unfortunately, I've been homeless for about 6 months now.
From homeless to thief in 6 months. It's pretty quick.
I told you I'm not a thief.
That's what we're trying to establish here today, all right? Can you tell me how you found yourself next to the convenience store?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a long story. But essentially, I had a friend who I was staying with, and he let me sleep on his couch, and things were going okay, but unfortunately, he got sick and needed medical care at an outside facility, so I ended up having to leave.
All right, this is getting ridiculous.
Okay, so you were staying at a friend's house, and then where did you go after that?
After I left my friends, I picked up a job at the diner downtown. I was working as a backup chef for a little while, but it was mostly just janitorial duties, cleaning plates and stuff like that.
Why did you leave?
I didn't. Business wasn't doing too good, and management wasn't able to keep paying me, so unfortunately I lost that job.
Typical. Blame it all on the management. You were probably slacking and got fired for being lazy.
Lauren, that's enough. Please, continue.
Well, I couldn't go back to my buddy's place, and like I said, I just lost my job, so I went to the homeless shelter to see if there was anything I could do there to help.
Another place for you to clearly leech off of.
What happened at the homeless shelter? They didn't have any room for you to stay with them?
I thought maybe with my experience at the diner, I could help in the homeless shelter kitchen and make some food for everybody. I did work there for a while, and it felt really good to help. But funding for the shelter was extremely low, and they ended up scraping the entire kitchen and housing aspects altogether. It's just a clothing donation center now.
I mean, this is literally becoming a novel at this point. Can we just get to the point of where you entered the convenience store and robbed the owner?
I told you I didn't rob anyone.
Okay, let's not jump to any conclusions or make any accusations that we can't verify. Sir, you've been doing a lot of moving around over the past 6 months. Why were you next to the store that was robbed this morning?
Well, I knew the area had a lot of foot traffic with all of the shopping happening, and not proud of it, but I was hoping I could maybe get some donations from people walking along the street. I mean, I knew I couldn't be right on the sidewalk, so I'd set myself up in a shaded area behind the store. I mean, it was a really hot day that day. I had just woken up that morning and was getting myself together when, out of nowhere, this officer came up to me and started accusing me of stealing.
Cry me a river. You know what? I've heard enough. We already have you at the scene of the crime. You even just admitted it yourself that you were looking to make money off people in the area. Just save us all this time and admit you did it.
Ma'am, I will never do that because I never did anything wrong.
You're desperate. One look at you and your clothes tell me that you would do anything for a bit of cash. Honestly, I'm surprised that you were able to hide from us for so long. I've already contacted the department to seize your belongings, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time before we find the stolen watch.
Please, officers, I just want to go. I promise you I didn't do anything.
Jamie, I want to believe you. I really do. But we're going to have to keep you here just a little longer, unfortunately, until we can verify what you're saying is true. I'm going to go do some checks on what you told us here today. Do you mind telling me the name of the homeless shelter you stayed at and the name of your friend that you were staying with prior to all of this?
Sure. It's Wings of Hope Homeless Shelter, and my friend's name is Roger.
Roger? There's got to be 1,000 Rogers. What's the last name?
His last name is Moran.
Okay, I'm going to step outside and see what I can find out to verify this story. Meanwhile, Lauren is going to keep asking you some questions. Lauren, maybe we can get some more information about what he saw at the convenience store.
Sure.
I'll be back.
I swear, you and your whole group of people just don't have the family values to keep yourself from ending up on the streets. And then you resort to robbing and stealing and making all of us have to pay for your lack of proper upbringing.
Proper upbringing? Man, what are you saying? You have no idea what my family background is. Are you seriously saying that I'm homeless because of the color of my skin?
Hey, all I'm saying is if the shoe fits, wear it. What kind of people do you see out there on the streets?
All kinds of people of every race and ethnic background. And that shouldn't even matter. We're all people at the end of the day. We all deserve the respect and compassion that anyone else will receive.
I call it how I see it. And right now, I see a good-for-nothing thief who is selfish and clearly desperate enough to put other people in danger to get what he wants. You and all of your friends leeching off society need to just disappear somewhere and die!
All right, that's enough. You cannot talk to this man this way. What you're saying is utterly terrible.
Officer Clement, I was just trying to expose him for the criminal that he is.
No, you weren't. I've had just about enough of your racist and prejudiced way of thinking. This man is just as much a human being as you and I are and deserves to be treated fairly and kindly.
But what if he is the thief? Are we still treating him with kindness or whatever?
It's innocent until proven otherwise, Lauren. We can take people's statements, but you have no right to be so cruel and unfair to anyone. This man is free to go.
What? No, he's not. If you let him go, I'll have you arrested for impeding an investigation.
Yeah, nice try. The police department on the other side of town just sent out a notice that they caught someone who had the watch in their possession. This man is innocent.
What? But no.
Save it, Lauren. You're a horrible person and police officer who clearly should not be in this line of work. Don't expect to report in on Monday.
You're getting me fired over this homeless guy.
You're going to be fired because you lack the ability to see people as humans and treat them with the respect they deserve.
I can't believe this.
I'm so sorry that you've had to go through all of this.
Honestly, officer, it's okay. I'm just glad it's resolved. Is it okay if I go now?
Yes, you may. But before you do, I just wanted to let you know I have a friend that owns a small restaurant and they're looking for help. I'd be happy to connect you two if you like.
Really? Oh my God. Thank you. I would really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Of course. I'm happy to help. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right.
Hey, Shannon. How are you? Man, you won't believe how this interview went today.
Really? Tell me everything.
It was amazing. I feel like I really connected with the team, and they seem impressed with my experience. Oh, that was great.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic, Daryl. I knew you'd nail it.
Thanks, babe. You know how tough it's been since leaving the Navy. but I think this is the break we've been waiting for.
I'm so proud of you, Daryl. You've worked so hard for this opportunity.
Your support means the world to me. I couldn't have done it without you by my side.
We're in this together, Daryl, always.
Love you.
I love you too. Now, Spill, what did they say about your skills and experience?
They were impressed with my leadership in the Navy. They think my skills are transferable, and they even mentioned some potential management opportunities.
Oh, that's fantastic. I knew they would see how valuable you are.
I'm really hopeful about this one, though, Shannon. It feels like a fresh start for all of us.
It is, Daryl. I can't wait to see where this journey takes us.
Oh, me too. Listen, the interview ended a little earlier than expected, so would you like me to pick up our little one from daycare?
That'd be great. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to hear the great news.
All right, I'll spring by and grab her.
Thanks, babe. Drive safely, and congratulations again, my love.
Oh, no problem. Thanks, honey. Love you.
Love you.
Hello, officer. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I've been watching you for a while. What are you doing around here?
I was on the phone with my wife. Had a job interview. Went well. I wanted to share the good news, and now I'm about to pick up my daughter from daycare.
Right. Okay, but what are you really doing?
I just told you, officer, I was on the phone with my wife.
Look, I've seen people like you hanging around neighborhoods like this. What are you trying to sell to some kids?
What? Man, that's ridiculous.
Hey, don't get loud with me. Now, who are you and what are you doing here? And this time, don't lie to me.
Sir, I'm a Navy veteran. Just trying to take care of my family, all right? I told you the truth. I had a job interview, and now I'm about to go pick up my daughter. That's it.
Look, I don't see people like you around here often, and I've been watching you from my car, and you were on the phone there for a good minute. A little too long to just tell your wife an interview went well, if you ask me. Who are you really calling? A client? A supplier to determine the location of your next drop?
Officer, this is just unjust, man. Frankly, it's feeling racist. Look, I demand you explain yourself.
Oh, you demand. You think you're in position to demand anything? Step out of the car.
What? No, I ain't getting out no car, man. I ain't do nothing to warrant this type of suspicion, and it's certainly not this type of disrespect.
Yeah, well, respect is earned, and people like you haven't earned much of mine. Get out of the car.
Man, it's 2024. Look at you still saying stuff like that.
I'll say whatever I want to whoever I want, whenever I want. You got that? Do you see this badge? Do you?
Yeah.
Well, this badge gives me the right to question and detain any individual who has given enough cause.
Oh, and I give you enough cause just by being black?
Now, you've given me enough cause by being suspicious and being combative during a lawful questioning. You people are all the same.
Combative? You people? Man, what in the world are you talking about?
Your rude remarks and behavior have given me enough reason to detain you. Now step out of the car and I won't be telling you again.
Man, this harassment. I ain't stepping out of nothing. I ain't do nothing wrong.
Yes, you are. You're getting out of this car.
Man, come on, man.
No,
I ain't
out of the car. You're under arrest.
Come on, man. I'm a vet.
Hands behind your back. I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
Come on, man. This assault.
Stand right here behind the car, please. I got to search your car right there.
Now you're gonna search me, you gonna go over my rights right like that? That's crazy. Come on, man, you ain't gonna find nothing. You ain't got nothing. Ain't nothing there. You might just let me go. Save yourself the trouble. You know what I mean? Save yourself some paperwork. Come on, let me go, bro. What you want, really? You need a raise? You bored? You need some, come on, man, it's harassment, man. I ain't do nothing wrong.
Go sit on the curb.
Officer, listen, I'm telling you the truth, all right? You can question the office where I had my job interview. You can check to see if I served in the Navy. I've been there over 20 years, and I'm not about to cause no trouble. Come on, man.
Job interview, Navy. Come on, man. I've heard it all before. Look, it's a great cover-up story. I'll give you that.
It's the truth. I retired from service, and I've been struggling to find some work. Today's interview went really well, and now I really need to leave to get my daughter from daycare so I can get home with my wife.
Stop making up stories to play the victim. It's not going to help your case.
Look, I got a family, all right? They waiting for me. I don't want no trouble with you. I ain't trying to put on the news.
God, you people, you people always play the victim card well, and it won't work with me.
Man, this is crazy. You treat me like this because of my race? That's discrimination, bro.
Okay, yeah, save it for the judge, all right? Maybe they'll believe your sob story. Now wait here. I'm going to call the police station and let them know I've just apprehended an aggressive individual in possession of...
What? That's crazy, bro. Who gonna believe you?
It's your word against mine. And trust me, they'll believe what I say way more than in a sorry excuse you come up with. I suggest you rehearse a better story than this weak Navy interview shtick you prepared. All right, we're going downtown. You have the right to remain silent and whatever.
Hey, hey! What on earth are you doing? Why is my husband in handcuffs?
Yeah, baby.
Ma'am, I don't know who you are, but you need to step away. This is an active arrest.
Yeah, an active arrest of my husband without cause. Get your handcuffs off him.
You're his wife? Wow, this story just gets crazier and crazier. Nice try, but this isn't gonna work on me. Move along, ma'am. Nothing here concerns you.
My husband being arrested, and I demand to know why.
Suspicious behavior. That's all you need to know.
No, officer, this is unlawful, and you need to stop immediately.
Your husband's been causing trouble in this neighborhood.
What's the real reason?
God, again, none of your business, lady. Now step back.
Officer, I'm a federal prosecutor, and I know the law very well. You have no right to arrest my husband without a valid cause.
You're a prosecutor. You're bluffing.
I assure you I'm not. Now, what is the charge?
Suspicious dealing or something?
And what evidence do you have for that? Officer, I strongly advise you to reconsider your actions. What you're doing is a violation of my husband's rights.
Look, I don't care who you are. I'm doing these streets a favor and promoting justice. He's going in. We can both tell our stories, but something tells me friends at the station are gonna side with me, so I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Well, officer, perhaps you'll care about this. We were on the phone when you first approached the car, and I overheard the entire interaction.
Oh, so what? That doesn't change anything.
Oh, but it does. My phone's been recording the entire time. Everything you've said is on record.
That doesn't prove anything.
It proves your prejudice and racism, officer. Now, are you going to release my husband, or do I need to escalate this further?
Whatever. Just get out of here.
No, we're not done. Expect to hear from your superiors tomorrow because we're filing an incident report against you.
What? I let him go. Hello? You can't file a report against me for doing my job.
We can. We can file one for your deplorable behavior.
This is ridiculous. You know, I can't believe you people.
Hey, thank you.
Gosh, I'm so sorry that happened, babe.
It's all right, honey. Look, I'm just glad we share locations and you were able to find me. So stupid.
Listen, you know I got you.
Oh, let's go get our daughter, yeah?
Yeah.